Alright guys, so Ninja Andrew here. Today I'm going to be doing the Gotham University Warehouse Solo Challenge, which is actually part of the Catwoman series of missions. Let's go into my journal. Now I completed, it was called To Catch a Thief, and then there was a second part. Basically, I tried recording this already and I screwed it up because I didn't hit record on my computer. So I've already done the instance, I've gotten the feats, and they're not going to pop up as I'm doing this, but your first part of your mission is to talk to Willie the Snitch. He's hanging out here by Ace Chemicals. He's on this roof by the overpass. You won't see the race there in purple or the entrance to the Gotham University warehouse yet, because next you have to find Catwoman, and she'll be on like one of a few roofs in the area, rooftops. One of the spots she likes to hang out is here. That's where I found her. I do know that the rooftop that's all the way at the other end of this street, sometimes she'll hang out on top of that one as well. So like if you were to go all the way down this street in the direction I'm going, the last rooftop at the end on the corner is another one where she hangs out. And probably even this one. And the rooftop here, let me just see if I can find her. I know she hangs out in a couple of places around here. She'll also hang out just right here, crouching down, overlooking the race. So hopefully you guys will be able to find her. I'm going to go in and do the mission first, and then I'll wrap it up at the end with the race. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'll queue up for this because I think I have to reset it. Alright guys, so Gotham University Warehouse. I'm just going to go ahead here and show you in my feats. These are the three most recent I got, my recent accomplishments. I did just beat Catwoman with the School of Hard Knocks. I saved all the lion cubs, and I secured the 4 pressure valves. So these feats aren't going to pop up, but I'll still show you guys how to get them. The episode that I thought that I was recording was actually pretty epic, and would have been awesome and hilarious if it had actually happened and I'd been happening to record it, but unfortunately you'll just have to use your imagination that this episode is just as epic as that one was. So woot. You want to go through this side. It's basically like the left wall from where the guy's yelling at you. You can break them apart. They're clawing their way through. They're gonna eat him before you can get to him. He's already dead. And they're all set up and waiting for you. That's one more thing that I have to mention. I'll show you guys in my loadout here. This is a tier 2 solo challenge mode. Oh, come on. But I would say it's actually a little bit more difficult than most of the other tier 2s and longer. So probably deserves to be almost considered to be a tier 3. But basically in my loadout here, I have switched my control power. This one usually would be the defibrillator right there, but instead I've changed it to intimidation, which I have purchased in my skill trees. I should do another controller loadout episode, but basically I'll give you guys a quick peek. That's traps, that's tricks. I buy intimidation purely to use it in situations like this when I'm doing solo, because basically the defibrillator would be throwing out power to a group that I'm not actually playing with, so half of the move is kind of useless. It does boost my might and I think precision or something like that. Oh, Catwoman, come on. So basically, the defibrillator throws out half power as part of its move, whereas this one, because it's from DPS side, all it's doing is boosting your damage output. So because it's not trying to throw out power to a group that isn't there with half of the move, actually makes you more effective in a solo context. You'll just be able to kill the enemies a little bit quicker. And this is true for all of the controller roles, like any of the powers. I do this on my mental. I could do this on a Green Lantern as well. I haven't played too much of Quantum. I'm not a big fan of area of effect type abilities, so I much prefer working on a single target, but that's just me. Like single target, and if I do happen to do area of effect, that's nice, but I'm not area of effect, and then if I happen to work on a single target, that I'm okay. It's like I much prefer to just be able to straight out work on a single target. Well, hopefully these guys don't kill me. Might have to bail out. Oh, who thought I was gonna die? I might have. There you go. I'll just show you. This is a blue token. Up here on top of the hanging box, you've got, or a crate, you've got the other one up there. That's a green. I'm sorry for screwing up the recording, guys. It was so much more epic than this will ever be. I did everything on the first try, all the feats. Found all of the tokens. I'll have to remember to find them for you guys this time. Hopefully I remember not where they are, but just where I have to be to show you them, so that I don't have to go back and retrace my steps for something. My tip always in this instance is to work one enemy at a time, or at least work with whatever you've got on you. Don't keep going. Don't try to push into the center of the room with all 6 of these guys on you. It will end up with you being in a world of hurt, like I was almost killed there with just a few on me. And watch your radar. You can see where the enemies are going to be. So unlock this one. It'll lift up the box. You can see there's some more enemies down here. So that's all I'm saying. It's just like don't fly down or jump down without expecting there to be stuff there. And just take whatever comes to you. If you don't have a pull, or like you want to use your ranged attack essentially to get their attention, if you want to just get one of them on you at a time. You can tell here this is going to be a group fight against the 3 of them, no matter what you really do. I'm sure I could pull the first 2 down the stairs, but what's the fun in that? Oh, and I can do that. See you later. There you go. Alright, so first mini-boss. Oh. Invisible enemy. Last time he didn't show up until I went back, so wasn't expecting him, but there you go. Okay, first boss. There's a health barrel, I'm pretty sure, on both the left and right side. See it there? Pretty sure there's one on the other side of those boxes there. But I'm gonna work on him. He's gonna call on minions that are located behind those two doors on either side of this area. So I'm gonna go and bust this barrel before he calls them. Just work on him. I can hear the door opening behind me there. There you go. They didn't even get the other side open on me. And yeah, here's the other barrel, which will help you out if you run into trouble with them. Just pick up his cat's eyes, and you're going to take them back to the statues that are in the middle with Catwoman. So right back the way you came. Oop. Yay, stuck on corners. One thing I should have pointed out the first time I was in this room is essentially you have door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. This is where we came in. Each of those represents a hallway that you're going to have to go down and fight an enemy at the end. So we've done door 1. Now this is going to be, we've done tigers, now we're going to do Cheetah as the next enemy and boss characters. And they have that little habit of disappearing for a couple seconds with the super speed and then showing up again to attack you from a different direction, so you just want to keep your eye out. And if one disappears, you may not necessarily be finished fighting him. You may show up again in another couple seconds and start hitting you. Him or her. Cheetah ladies and Cheetah lords, I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's fancy. Alright. I do like to kill them all, just so that I don't have to deal with them on the way back out. As well, sometimes stuff drops random loot. There we go. Oh, where did he go? She's hiding on me. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. It's another 3 or 4 once I open this door. So, one thing is I'm coming up to the first feat thing here that I'm gonna have to attempt, and hopefully I do it in enough time. But I'll show you guys how to do it. And basically, you can, if you're trying to farm that feat and you screw it up, it is possible to like rush through those first couple areas pretty quickly, but you just got to be really careful. You can hit the switches and skip a bunch of the enemies, but you just got to be really careful doing that. So you can see down here through this hole you've got the hazmat officer. Basically, once I get down here and talk to him, it's going to start the feat timer, which is 80 seconds to secure 4 valves that are in the tunnel. Tunnel's full of gas, damages you over time, means that you can't move fast, so that you're basically, you gotta go full steam to hit them all. So you want to make sure you've destroyed all the enemies up on this floor so that you're not in combat as well when you go to activate on this guy, if you're trying to get the feat. So you want to fly fast to that first one. At least. you want to at least get to that first one before the gas timer and the damage over time really starts hitting you. Now, I would say that's probably easier to do with flight or acrobatics, because a super speed is a little bit difficult to do a kind of short burst straight ahead of you. But it's possible with all of them, because I've done it with all of them. But this is the one I definitely find to be the easiest to try and get this one. You're just literally going and trying to shut off these valves and get down the tunnels as fast as possible in the pattern that I did and avoid hitting these guys. That's why it's really tricky for speedsters, getting past those guys, because you get knocked around a whole bunch. That probably would have done it, because that's probably even a little bit quicker than I did it when I got the Feats, so I was able to boost a couple more times there. Basically, when you get to the console, you're not getting damaged, so you have like a couple seconds, or when you stop, to start boosting down the tunnel a little bit to make up for some of your time. So the Cheetah Lord fight against Cheetah Claw. This could potentially be the most difficult fight for somebody who is inexperienced. I actually just busted a barrel, which I didn't want to do. I'm going to let him follow me around. See these consoles underneath the fans here? This thing here. I'm going to fight him next to it. And his cheetah lady. He will call on a couple of them, because you can see here, the room starts to fill with toxic gas. It's going to damage you over time. These consoles act like a health barrel. You will probably need 2 or 3 of them to defeat him, because as soon as it goes, you are taking damage over time, unmitigated. So you need to get to that next one. Make sure you do as much damage as you can during that time, and get ready to run to the next one. Now, in the middle of the room here, this can be the part that really screws somebody over. You need to find one of the 2 health barrels that's in the middle of the room. Work on him a bit more with that, and that will give you enough health to get over to the other side of the room if you so need to. And owl looks like it would probably be a good idea, just because that extra damage can really stack up. So this is just playing it safe. But that's the easiest way to beat him. You see, essentially you don't want to break those barrels in the middle, because that can sort of make it way more difficult if you have to go from one side of the room to the other just to activate on those. So I'll show you before I leave. You have a blue token here and a green one here, and those are on, like, that's where I came into the room. So they're on that side over here, and I'm going to leap by going out this side where the X is. Back up through the elevator. This last room just has a couple more cheetah ladies. I'm pretty sure that's all that's in here. They're just sort of guarding the door on your way out. Okay, this is actually, I'll just show you, this is the room we came in when we first came down, went down the hole over there. We're on our way back up to Catwoman's room. That unlocks the third door. Now this wing is the lion wing, and this is where you have the feat where you need to rescue all of the lion cubs. And this can be a little bit difficult and tricky for people, especially if you don't have a pull like Gadgets does. I'll try to show you here in a couple spots how to do this without actually using a pull. I'm just going to wait here patiently, because I want to make this as easy as possible for myself. So I'm going to hit her with a single range attack. And actually, it's going to be what you're going to be using for the most part through this whole section. This is just showing an example, but that's the attack I'm going to be using. I'm going to wait here for the second lion lady. This just makes the fight in there much easier because you're not having to deal with all of them at the same time. Oh, come on. You're no lady. Alright, there you go. So you can see here you've got two lion lords crouching. If you look on the map, those two red dots behind them represent the cubs that you're supposed to save. Once you kill the lion lord, the cub will side with you. So, oh, is this one going to come around the corner for me? No. Okay, so I'm going to work on this first one, and now I'm going to use the pull, but you could use also just your ranged attack here. But I just like doing that to stun him. And then I'm just going to use the ranged throw attack. I'm going to leave that lion cub completely alone. Just completely ignore it. And kill the lion lord. Oh. Okay, I didn't set that one up. Now this lion cub, who was just attacking me, he's on my side now. So I'm going to go again ahead here and do the exact same thing. Stun him, use my ranged attack, and I'm not going to fight at all these other lion cubs. And I'm going to actually try and make sure that my lion cub doesn't kill either of them either. There we go. Two more on my side. Now this part can be a little bit trickier. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fly up here, let her come to me, same idea. This time it's because I don't want to set off anything else. Oh, and I don't want her to kill my lion cubs. No, you get out of here, lion lady. I don't like you. Let that other one go away. Same thing as we've been doing. This one I can actually throw a little something on. This is cub. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Whew. Whew, I rescued it. That's right. I'm gonna play it safe from now on. Now, same idea with this hallway, although I tend to like to wait for the lion ladies that will roam the hallways to come back down. Let's see. Yep. Uh-oh. Okay. So, like, essentially your job is to just kill the lion lords and lion ladies as quickly as possible. Oh. Ooh, this is a bad one. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ah, they screwed me. No, lion cubs, you screwed me. He died and he disappeared. But I got the feat the first time for you guys. Dang it. I'll show you how to get the rest of them still, but that's the idea. That's what you're going for, to make sure that you don't kill them. See if I can get him. One more. Okay. So if I hadn't missed that one line, it would have been perfect. Nice, right? That's the way the cookie crumbles. This is the last line. He hides behind the corner. He also has a cub with him. See there? So that would have been all of the cubs rescued if I had gotten that last one. I'll bring them with me. So it might take you guys a couple tries too. It takes a little bit of practice learning how to do it without killing them with your AoE attacks and your square combos and stuff like that. You really want to use just your tap triangles or whatever's not going to do damage to them. You can see here you've got a health barrel on either side of the room for this fight, just in case you need it. Against Lion Mane. Roar. While he's doing that roar attack, if you use your hold square on him, you'll totally stun him and knock him on his back. Here he goes again. There he goes. Down for the count. Here we go. Just timing those square attacks. That's all it is. Boom. So I'm going to grab his eyes. I'm actually going to take a barrel with me just for the fun of it. For this next little section. Because you still have some more lions to go up against. Now the little cubs won't help you in the boss fight against Lion Mane, but once you've defeated him, they'll help you against the rest of his lion lords. So not bad to keep them. They'll probably be with you anyways if you rescue them. If you just go through and destroy them, you'll be fighting these guys on your own. But it probably takes less time to just go through and kill them on subsequent playthroughs. At least you don't need to worry about saving them once you've done it once. They're just nice to have, maybe if you're like a lower level as well. Just to help you out on these guys. If you're using colas to get through, it could help you save probably a little bit. There are a few more of these lion lords around here. Just pull them over. I'm going to try avoiding getting near that door over there in the distance. Oh, I just busted my health barrel. I guess I will beat it without a health barrel. No worries. And just put one on ice. Work on the other one. That's why I like being a controller, all of the stunning effects. Stunning and knockback, and it all forces the other player or the NPCs to have to break out of stuff, use up their power. So we've got here, there's a couple more up here. I'm just going to fight them before I set off the final fight here. Just because if I go up and try to activate on that door, I'll be fighting, you guessed it, another boss. Except these guys will come down and join the fight as well, and just easier to take them out now rather than while you're fighting the boss. Come on, guys. So this is like the second to last boss fight. You probably noticed that there were 4 cat statues that needed eyes up where Catwoman was. But we only had 3 hallways because he ambushes you on your way out of the last hallway. And not difficult if you save those health barrels and kill all of the Lion Lords, which apparently I forgot to kill one of, but better one than like all 7 of them. Like, let's see here. There we go. Panther Fang will drop. Before I go out of this room, you've got a green token. And this should be the last blue. Back there in the corner. And actually, I think I might have missed showing you guys some on the way down, so green. These are in the lion cub hallways. It's a blue. Those should be the only ones that I've missed so far. And that should be everything. If I missed something, let me know in the comments. I will make sure to put it in, add it onto the video or something. There are 4 blues and 6 greens, essentially. Who do you guys think the boss character is? One guess. The others don't count. The 9 lives of Catwoman. She's a beast. Actually, not so much, because she has no health. There she goes. So you're basically, you guessed it, you're gonna fight her 9 times. The cats are gonna power her up, although I don't see how they're powering her up when she's this weak. And you can see that you will also fight backup NPC allies of hers. Especially if you know like the PvP combos, how to break her moves. And they also have, yeah, there's probably 2 or 3 health barrels around the room. I'll just run around real quick here. Yeah, that's another one. And another one there. So if you're having real trouble with her, I just like using the barrels so I can spam attacks. The power of Cheetah compels you. Oh, Panther. They're all, like, exactly the same. It's not like she does, like, some amazingly different attack. I guess... Oh no, she disappeared. She has the power of stealth. She's still weak. Like, compared to all the other bosses in here, this isn't difficult, it just takes time. That's it. So this will be the last form where they all charge her up. I don't know why they didn't do that from the beginning. Maybe then she would have whooped my butt. But as it is, I don't think that will be happening. Boom.
Oh, those alien creeps possessed me. Oh. Well, they're gone now. And the diamonds too, A pity. When next we meet, I'll have to remember I owe you at least one of my 9 lives.
All 9 of them. Boom. I was knocked out the first time that I did this by a bunch of the tigers. So I guess there's the feat for that. And I'm going to head out here, and this is to do one more part that's attached to the Catwoman missions, and it doesn't open up until you start the To Catch a Thief, which is the race. Now, alright guys, so we are back outside. I'm just going to quickly turn that mission in my journal in case part of this mission is to actually do the race. Doesn't look like it, but I'm gonna head just over here. This is by Ace Chemicals. I'm still where I was, and this is actually quite possibly the most difficult race in the entire game. That's why I left it alone completely until I did this mission, even though I could have gone and talked to Willie and unlocked this and done it with the races mission. I think this one deserves its own section separate from the others because the others are just way easier. So I'm going to try this as many times as it takes, and I'm going to cut the video so that you guys get to see only the take that works and not all the fails. So hopefully this won't take too long, and hopefully I get a good run. So we'll see how it goes. You're going to want to copy exactly what I'm trying to do. Ooh. There are certain sections that you have to boost through. And there are certain sections where you need to go a slow. It's not just a straight up speed thing, because you could go as fast as you want and try and hit all these little rings, but you might end up just screwing it up for yourself. Ooh, come on. It's gonna be the tough part. Especially these downwards diving sections. Those can be difficult. You can see Catwoman there jumping up on the boxes because you are actually racing against her to a certain degree. Ooh, come on. Boom! First try. Oh, like a gangsta. You know you guys like that. I didn't even have to do it again. Alright, so that has been the Gotham University Warehouse Solo Challenge Mode and the Catwoman race, as well as parts of the Catwoman mission. I'm sorry that I derped it up and didn't get the entire thing and derped up that lion's feat. Misty's also going to try and do one of these, and she'll see how hers goes as well, so we might put both up. We'll probably put both up anyways, so you guys can have fun watching them, but hopefully that helps you guys out with some tips for getting through on both of the race and the instance. And please like, subscribe, comment, share, send us, you know what I mean, your suggestions for other episodes, and thank you for watching.